Hi guys, I'm Vasilis Koutlis from V-Ray World, and today I will try to show you a few tips on how you could color correct an image on both V-Ray Frame Buffer and Photoshop. Here you can see one of my last interior shoots called Big Training Space. And as you see, I have turned off both curves and levels color correction. I love to make my first color correction inside the V-Ray Frame Buffer because it works in a 32-bit channel, so it's better than a 16-bit channel from Photoshop. Let's select our curves, Bezier Smooth, and play with the dark tones. Also for the lighter tones, something like that. Then turn on levels and do the same. Don't overdo it because there's a danger to have a very dark points on your image. You see? Something like that, it's pretty good. Okay, now we have to save all of our render layers. Give a name something like cam 02.png and then press save. As you see, I have already done this. Then we can go to Photoshop, Script, load files into stack, browse, and select all our layers and press OK to import them. Here we are. Now I would like to show you how I organize my layers to have an easier process. By pressing Alt and click on that eye, I can turn on, turn off all of my layers. First of all, I select my wire color and render ID layer, and by pressing Shift and this folder named group, I can create a group. Give a name like something like selection. Then I will take all my raw layers and reflection, refraction, filter, specular and group it to a folder named raw. First of all, we will start with raw GI. Turn on and select the soft light blending mode. You see here we have a completely different result. I think it's too much, something like 20%. I see here that I have a non-desirable result, very dark. So I think I have to reduce this effect on my glasses with the help of wire color. I can select only my glass and then go to raw GI layer, add the mask, You see, if I have selected a region and press this button, a mask created automatically. Now I think it's much better, as I don't have this effect. I must invert, sorry. I pressed Ctrl plus I, you see. Wherever there is a glass, RowGI has a negative result because it gives a black color on the first layer, and when we add it, it becomes very dark, the result. So let's do the same about the glass here. I select my mask, and with a negative black color here, I press Ctrl plus backspace. I reduce a bit. I think now it's better. I love here the soft light that gives my gel layer. And we can go on with the next red layer. Let's try the reflection. I have two reflection layers. One is the sample V-Ray reflection and the other is the raw reflection here. So let's compare. I see a very nice result on raw reflection layer on the table, but I see a very nice map here. So if I will use it, I think it could be only for table and maybe the chairs, I don't know. Let's see the reflection. The simple reflection layer is much smoother. So let's try it first. Turn on also reflection filter. I Ctrl plus A to select all the layer, you see here. Then press Ctrl plus C to copy. Go to reflection, add a mask, channels, and paste by pressing Ctrl plus V. Let's add a screen. If we want to have lighter reflections. I think here is too much. Or maybe do a mask with a completely black color. And decrease our brush. Okay, but reduce the opacity, something about 50. With the wire color, let's select color range, go here, filter, select color range, I prefer to leave those two reflections, looks very nice. Nice result here. And here. Very strong effect. Undo the selection, go there and paint it black. Nice. And nice. On the chair I find that it's very strong, the effect. So let's select our armchairs. Okay, now we can go on with the next layer. Let's try, as we said, raw reflection. I think a raw reflection could be very nice for our glass. So let's do a mask. Select a raw reflection layer and add a mask. Okay, here is 100%, and as I say, the anti-aliasing is not so good. And reduce it with soft light. And opacity. Something like 48, 45 could be nice. No, I think it's too hard. As you can see here, by pressing Alt Control plus I, my resolution is very high. It's an A4 paper, about 300 dpi. You see, 300 dpi. It's an A4 paper. Okay, then we can go on with refraction filter and refraction. Let's do the same. Control plus A to select all the layer, Control plus A to copy, create mask, channels, and paste our mask. I think a linear dodge add here with a small opacity would be also nice. Okay, maybe more. Something like 15. But I suppose that here we started losing our information. Yes, it becomes very bright. So I can do a trick with a gradient tool, black and white. Okay, I inverted by pressing Ctrl plus I. You see here I have no effect as my mask is black, and here I have all the effect as my mask is white. Now we don't need two filters, reflection and refraction, so we can delete them. And let's try also the raw refraction. As I said before, I forgot to have a look with the raw reflection layer on my table. With the simple reflection, sorry. So let's select with color range, and go to our mask, turn off wire color layer, by pressing Ctrl plus backspace to white color. I see here it's too hard. Okay, not completely white, maybe some off-white color. A medium gray could be nice. And I will try also with my brush to have some parts more darker. I think it's nice. Deselect and go on with our V-Ray raw total light layer. Let's try something else. As you see at this shoot, the main theme of our image is the table, so I have to pay attention to have a really good result. Multiply looks very nice. but I'm afraid of having here very dark points. Okay, let's say with wire color, I see here it's from this place, it's not about anti-aliasing. Let's select our mask again, go to GI, and with our brush we can remove GI layer from here, we don't need it. Okay, deselect and go on with our raw total lighting. I don't like multiply. Let's go to overlay again, because as I see it enhances a bit our lighting here. That's not so real. So let's go to RGB and correct this first. I don't really like it. We can go and select dodge tool. Okay, it works fine. It's better now. Let's go again to raw total light. Okay, I think it's very cool. But here on the glass, I think I'll leave it. Okay, very nice. Let's try raw lighting. This could help if we would like to give a more darker result. I don't like it so much. With linear dodge add we can increase the light, of course, you see here, but something about 3-4%. It has a normal look. Okay, I see here a nice result. The specular layer isn't something that we need. You see, it's very simple. I don't know, maybe here. No, I don't think so. So I will delete it. And then we can go to V-Ray Shadow. And adding a soft light. We can change a bit our shadow effects. With small values we can achieve something good, I think. Okay, this place is more darker because it's away from the window, and here is brighter. I think I like it. Maybe here on the table. Yes, I don't like it, so we can remove it with the same way always. And create a mask and invert that mask by pressing Ctrl+I. Let's test our raw color correction and click on the RGB layer. I can see the difference. I think that we have done something good here. As you see, we have cool hues now and a nice contrast image. Let's continue with some feather corrections. We can add a color balance layer. We can make it more warm at the mid-tones. And the opposite at highlights. Let's try the shadows also. You see here, color balance can create a very contrast part of our image. So let's mask. Maybe more. Then we can continue with levels maybe. At this point I can use my ladder. Okay. Even it's too dark now, I like it. It gave a very nice contrast. And if we want to play with the mid-tones, we can do it as well. You see? More neutral, more warm. More green, more purple. I don't think I like it all, almost. Something like that, a soft warm color tone, it's perfect. Okay, very nice. Maybe something like an opacity at 65%. Could be not so hard. You see how we can clean with a correct level dust that exists from the light, you know. I think that I have to correct a bit more my carpet. Let's select the levels mask, go to brush, zoom in, color range first. But I have a big difference between the two colors, so better to remove this mask. And create another one, do the same. And select a lighter color. Okay. Now we can go with another process that I like very much, is to select one by one piece of my rendering and make a special color correction. Let's see how we can do this. Color range, select the carpet and add a selective color layer. It creates automatically our mask, and now we can play with the carpet's color. As I see, it had red hues inside, so I can light more my brown color. You see here how soft it is. I can add or remove yellow and the magenta also. Okay, let's do the same with the armchairs. Let's give a name to have a better organize. SC carpet and SC chairs. We can go on with our armchair. Selective color, neutrals, zoom in, and let's see what we can do. Okay. Don't be afraid to play with colors. It's very important to achieve real color. Let's go to yellows. Okay, I think it's better now, but I can decrease my opacity. And then we can go on the table. Something like that. It looks more natural. Okay, reduce a bit. Much better. And then we can go on with the flowers here. And maybe my reds could not be so red. You see, it's a big difference. Selective color is the most powerful tool in Photoshop for color correction. In this way, you can correct everything you need as an individual part of your rendering. What else? We can try also to correct a bit our colors at the other room. Let's select the glass and add a selective color again. Now I can select all those layers and create my color collection group and continue with some more adjustments. Let's desaturate a bit our image. Okay, it looks more soft and more natural. Natural lighting is a very difficult thing. I study every day, almost every day, last 2-3 months, a lot of articles and a lot of websites with very useful information, but the most important is to observe by yourselves whatever you see in interior space, even it is an artificial lighting or a daylight, and how the light passes through our window and the bounces that creates and the reflections and the colors, how mixed with real lighting, everything is very important. We can continue now with some last adjustments. As we added a hue saturation here, we can send it inside our color correction group. With the complicated shortcut Alt, Control, Shift plus E, I create a new layer, a merge layer. Let's go to Filter, Distort, Lens Correction. Turn off Show Grid. Give it a bit of distortion, and we can use also chromatic aberration to have a more photographic look. Let's zoom in and add a value like -5 +4. Okay, I see this effect. It's a bit hard here and here, but it's very nice. And here also. I think I can reduce it a bit. -4 +3. Looks smoother now. Fit in view, and let's add a small vignetting effect. Okay. Then we can create a copy of our last layer and add a sharpen filter to have a more sharp result. Okay. And some final color corrections could be with vibrance. That's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed our lesson, and we will be back very soon with more interesting things and of course more V-Ray. Bye and have a nice day.